100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Stand 258. Man, I got you.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll rumble for about 5. Up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Room here to run. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The distance often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return is Peterson. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Packers pick it up.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Rodgers now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brewer. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They decline that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw, it's Murray. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Drake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals! Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Rodgers now to throw. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Watch the run.
Go, go.
58, boys. 58, 58. Come on.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A 50-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Touchdown, Cardinals! Christian Kirk with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's Rodgers. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On the delay, Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Inside. 58, right over there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, well, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
First and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Drake, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down and 4, Murray. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian Jenkins. But it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Murray now to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the sack means it's third and goal now from the 10. Murray now, third and goal. Steps away to his left. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, it's Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Murray with a 3rd and long. And able to find Kirk complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them? I don't even know
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
319. Inside.
Tight end left, tight end left. 4 down.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch the slant.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool.
And Rodgers is going to go down. and he's sacked. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Rodgers to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down Cardinals.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I'm here.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers going to throw again.
You ain't going nowhere.
No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
132 fighter. Hey, 88.
Rodgers now on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Murray now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with Drake, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better...
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This will be taken at the 10.
Keep playing hard.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Switch.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Brewer. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback. Almost
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Rodgers now to throw. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I got you. I got you.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
I can't believe they...
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray is going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same head. But
that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Cards, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.